it actually just made things really pleasant. Usually halfway through the movie, you sort of discover someone and you figure out, who they are, and you wish you could go back and reshoot all the other scenes because now you really kind of get their vibe and all that stuff. But we had that already, so we've been friends for years. We've vacationed together. I mean, I've watched her Dirty Dancing with George Michael. You could bring that up to her, and I think she sort of speaks for herself. She's Sandra Bullock. She's awesome.
Here. Sandra Bullock just turned 51. Her birthday was this week. Let's talk about how amazing she looks.
Yes, she does look amazing. It's crazy because there's so many people that I know, they'll ask me, what was it like to work with Sandra Bullock? And it's funny because it's people that's not even an actor. So I'm like, what do you think it would be like to work with Sandra Bullock? That's what it was. Oh my God, it would be so amazing. Exactly. It was so amazing. She's the homie. I love Sandra. We're family now. So, I'm super happy for her, super excited for her and all that she does. I always will support her forever,
She looks fantastic for 51. I don't know what that woman is doing, but I need to copy whatever Sandra Bullock is doing. Whatever she's eating, whatever she's putting on her face, I need to know. Yes.
I think it's just living a great, healthy life and taking care of herself. It's something that we all have to do more.
Obviously, you haven't worked with Sandra before. She is what we call a talented actor. What are some of the things that really surprised you about collaborating with her?
Well, first of all, how approachable and grounded she is. I mean, given her status and her experience, I think from the get-go, we met on an eye-to-eye level, and she is also a producer on that film. So she accompanied me in my process from the very first day until the very last day. And it was always, the question of what's the best choice for the story that we want to tell here and for Ruth's character. And there is nothing is random, until the black scratched nail polish of Ruth that she has in her flashbacks. So many thoughts we put into everything. That was just an amazing process.
Sandra Bullock, George Clooney, trapped in space. You can only save one.
I let them, if they're the two of them together, the problem is that they team against me. No, seriously, they impersonate my accent.
They do?
Yes, they do all the time.
Does it feel racist?
No, because they're so silly. They play me like Cuban, like Tony Montana. They do the Tony Montana thing, and that is like...
Working with Sandra, that's like an icon.
Are you kidding?
Did you know her prior to this?
No, I didn't. And the first time we talked, I was like, okay, this is gonna be so much fun. She's really, really funny and really, really nice, and we just had a really good time.
That's good. That's good.
Everybody loves you and fell in love with you from Bridesmaids and all the different comedy stuff. But will you only do comedy?
Working with Sandra Bullock, and how would this open the door for you in the future for many other lead roles?
Well, hopefully I can just write. First of all, it was great. I was going to be really bummed if she was crazy, which I thought about. I'm like, God, I like her so much. I really need her not to be nuts. Yeah. And delightfully, it turns out she's not. She's really cool and even funnier and even nicer than I wanted her to be. And now I just hope that I will suction cup myself to her and just ride her coattails for the rest of my...
Because
I'll do it like Heat 7, Heat 22, still heating it in Miami. I'm just going to keep pitching her really bad show ideas until she has me removed by security.
Our next guest wowed audiences with his performance in the Academy Award-winning movie Moonlight. Well, now he's back with his new sci-fi flick Bird Box.
This ain't no virus or a chemical attack. It was real evil. If you see it, that takes on the form of your worst fears.
Every contact we have had with the outside has brought us death.
Trevante Rhodes is with us in studio this morning. Looks scary. This is the idea this entity takes the form of your worst fear and then causes people to take their own life.
Yes, ma'am.
Very dark. What was it about this movie that you liked?
The script was interesting, and the familial aspect of the film, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
All those kind of put together.
What is it like? You guys are two Academy Awards associated with their films, actors working together at the top of your careers. What's it like to work with Sandra?
Sandy's amazing, man. She's a beautiful person. So to be able to share space with somebody who is a good person genuinely, as well as a great creative, sharing that space is really cool.
She's known for being funny, but also for these high, tense roles. Which Sandra Bullock did you spend more time with? The funny Sandra Bullock or the...
You know, Sandy is a funny person. So
Yeah.
whenever we're in the space doing one thing, she's one way, but then as soon as the camera goes off, she's back to being good old Sandy. So both, really.
Inspired by some of those movies that are supposed to be feel-good movies, but also be able to keep the stakes. And that's one thing that I think that I don't think anyone else in the industry does as well as Sandy does. Then really push tone, but still make you really, really care about her character and like just you're still along for the ride and you want her to win. You're afraid for her life, but yet you're playing all over the place, like and laughing and just being like, I can't believe this is happening. Sandy kicks the tires very, very, very well in almost anything and every single thing that she does. I mean, she's a beast of a producer, and I mean, not we all know what kind of an actress she is, but I mean, she's a unicorn as far as that goes. But I really, really trusted her instinct that if she's put these boys through the paces, that they were worth their salt. So, and it turned out to be every bit true.
When you work with someone that you've known for many years, is there something different? How was the experience?
Well, you know, I knew her before she was Sandy Bullock, and and before I'd had much success either. And so there is no pretense. We're just friends, and when we see each other, we're always happy to see each other, and we're very similar in the way we work and sort of in many ways the way we approach life, and have been for a long time. People always say that we were sort of separated at birth as like brother and sister. So working with her was just fun because, it was truly a lot of laughing, and it's very helpful in those situations because physically it's really uncomfortable. Obviously, it's not the most comfortable. Just wearing the suit's uncomfortable. But it isn't the most comfortable thing to do. And so it really helps to be able to laugh in between those 45 minutes while they're setting the next shot,
The weightlessness shot, we'll come to that later. When you watch someone's film, like